Hi, I'm John Lundvik, and you're watching ESC Fan TV.
Hello everyone, and welcome to ESC Fan TV. You can rewatch the show on YouTube at any time. You can also listen to our podcast available on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher. Do click like and please click subscribe. First question of the evening: which Scandinavian country will finish highest at Eurovision? I'm going first to Andy Brooke of London Vision. Andy, give me your thoughts.
Oh, well, okay. We've got to, first of all, define Scandinavia, because Iceland's not Scandinavia and Finland's not Scandinavia.
Well, they're both on my list, on my paper, so we're including them. So we're going to include Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark, Iceland. Yeah.
That would be the Nordics then. That's
the Nordics.
Yeah.
Let's go Nordics.
Right, okay. Sweden. Sweden is going to do the best out of them all, as it always does.
Why?
Why? Because it's a great song. And they've got great backing singers. The backing singers absolutely sell that song, to be honest. Great tune. Staging will be fantastic. And it doesn't have much competition from the other Scandinavian countries, really. Iceland, yeah, it's going to come 8th.
So Iceland's one of the favourites right now. So you're not seeing this being sort of lighting up the scoreboard in Tel Aviv on that Saturday night?
Well, if you call 8th lighting up the scoreboard, then yes. But no, it's not going to win.
Are we not due a trip to Reykjavik sometime soon?
Oh, it would be lovely, wouldn't it? Yes.
So I'm going to have to bring in one of our Scandinavians. I'm going to bring in Nicholas first. Nicholas is, of course, from Denmark. Yes. Nicholas, Sweden. What are your thoughts there? Do you see Denmark maybe challenging?
No, I don't. I think it is going to be Sweden as well. You know, here's the thing, right? We've seen in previous years that Sweden has done really great on the jury voting, but not on the televoting, because they've had these like really polished, almost music video packages. I feel like with this song this year, with John Lundvik, they're going back to something that's a little bit more raw, and I think a lot of people can appreciate that. So I think if we do go by the Nordics, which we have a DJ from Finland, we have whatever the hell's going on in Iceland, we have staring giant chair lady, and we have, again, whatever's going on in Norway. I think Sweden is the most safe out of all these, so I think they will do well just because of that.
Do you not think that they might suffer from having 5 black singers on stage?
No, I don't.
I hope they won't.
It worked for Austria last year.
Yeah.
It did.
And you never know, maybe the UK will be doing exactly the same staging. Do you know what? Talking about Sweden, let's bring in Gustav. Gustav is the man in the know. All the way from Stockholm. Gustav, what's going on with Sweden? Are they going to win?
Of course, I hope we win. It would be nice to have Eurovision back. It was a few years now. So, but I think Iceland is going to place higher than us, actually.
Iceland. And why are Iceland going to place higher than John the Man Ludwig?
I think they have going to have a more fun momentum. So yeah, that's it.
A lot of love for Iceland last week, actually. Joe, what's your take on this?
I want Norway to come top out of all the Scandinavians. I love Sweden though. Sweden and Norway have always been 2 of my favourite Eurovision countries. But to be honest, I think Johnny's fantastic. But it's going to do exceptionally well with the jury, maybe not so well with the public vote again. Whereas I think with Norway, it will be the other way around. And definitely they are my favourites.
You definitely have made Kino. Is it Kino your favourites, haven't you?
I think they say Kino, but I say Kino.
I think it's Kino.
Kino, that's the whole thing up. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's Kino.
Yeah. Martin, what are the chat room saying?
Let's have a look. Yeah, we've got a few people in. David from Portugal's here again. He's gone with Norway or Sweden. Tristan's gone with Iceland, one of our panelists. And Justin from Malta has gone with Norway, then Sweden. And then there's Jay Santos come in saying that he finds it hard to believe that Sweden could ever win this year's Eurovision. And the John Legends vibe is something already sold for the general public. So there you go. That's what we got so far on Scandinavia. So.
Oh, so a bit of John Legend in the chat room. Ness, hello, my love.
Hello. Ed?
So John Ludwig, I know you're a massive fan.
I'm only a little. No, not that massive fan.
You are a massive fan. You were telling me that you were looking at him with your eyes the other week, and just thinking how it would be wonderful if he wrapped his big muscly arms around you and sang to you directly.
Stuart, you really are underplaying this. He looked at me up on the balcony at Café de Paris and told me in front of all those hundreds of people he loved me. So that's it. You know, just wait for the divorce to come through. Off I go.
Yours or his?
Sweden. Both. Unfortunately,
Oh, right, okay.
could get messy.
So do I even need to ask you, do you think out of the Scandinavian or Nordic countries might finish the highest? Or are you going to surprise us with?
I would try and play a double bluff of saying Iceland, but no, it's Sweden. Sweden is going to come highest. It's going to win.
Yay!
Oh, we got a winner already. Oben, you didn't answer my question. Whereabouts are you based today?
It's in the staff toilets.
I couldn't hear you. Can you say it again, please?
Whereabouts are you based this evening, Oben? Which country this time?
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. It was a difficult choice for me between Iceland and Norway. And I'm
You didn't hear a
go
bloody word of that, did you?
But then I'm not putting Sweden up there because I think the Eurovision fans still tired of Swedish dominance in Eurovision for the last decade. So I think they're gonna if they have to choose someone somewhere between the Nordic countries, I think they're gonna go Iceland or Norway.
Interesting. Wasn't the answer to my question, but thank you for that either way, Oben.
Sorry, I didn't hear the question. What was the question?
The question was, whereabouts are you based this evening? Which country?
Oh. I'm in Istanbul.
Oh, you're in Istanbul.
I'm in Istanbul.
Oh, very good. Good to get the results.
I'm going to go and watch San Marino this Saturday at the Golden Eurovision Party in Istanbul.
Very good.
Eleftheria from Greece.
Very good. Yes, I
remember
her. Wasn't she in a giant shell?
Yeah, that one, the
Aphrodisiac. That's still somewhere in my memory. Hello to Mitchell. How are you? How's Sydney this morning? Must be, 4 a.m. your time?
It's 6 a.m. Hello.
Bless you for getting up so early for ESC Fan TV. What are the Australians thinking in terms of the highest Scandinavian ranked country this year?
Okay, well, I have some research this time, but obviously my take is without a doubt Sweden. But I have a feeling that the public are in this kind of rebellion stage of let's not do what the jury want. Like they did last year, if everyone remembers when Austria came 17th, everyone cheered and Sweden came like something, 20-something. And I think that's going to happen again. And it's such a shame that we have to go on populism and stuff like that. I just wish people voted for the songs to begin with. But I went to the Sydney Eurovision party last weekend and they did a vote for their OGAY voting. And when I was there, a lot of people responded well to Norway. And when Sweden was on it, everyone took that time to have a chit chat with their drink. So I was surprised at that. And Norway ended up coming, I think, third in the voting and Sweden came ninth. So very interesting. What do I think will happen? Well, I think Sweden will not get as high as it should from the televote. I think the jury will vote it the winner or around that, winner second. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But I just hope they bring it. And I think Eurovision isn't racist. Maybe at one point they had time they still needed time. But I think from 2009, JD when coming fifth, we've had a lot of people vote for Caesar Sampson and stuff. I think that time has kind of passed. I remember Terry Wogan claimed something like that, but I don't think that's the case. I think Eurovision are accepting. I just don't think we haven't had that many contestants compete from other countries. UK has probably been the most diverse when it comes to racial contestants, but yeah.
And let's face it, last year for Austria, who doesn't like a Caesar salad? It was a fantastic entry. You know, he did so well. So maybe Austria will do this as well or better this year. Martin, in fact, I'm going to go to Jörna first. Jörna, how are you? And what do the Belgian people think of the Scandinavian entries this year?
Well, I don't know how the Belgians think of the Nordic and Scandinavian countries. I do know what I think of them. I think and I hope that Norway will end up the highest, because I'm getting kind of bored with the same pop song from Sweden sung by a male artist. It's like, how many years now? It's like always the same. I wish Sweden sent something completely different. It's completely different, like something like Jon Henrik Fjällgren or something that's completely different than what we're used to. But yeah, it's not a bad song, but it's not one of my favorites, you know. But I hope Norway will beat Sweden. That's my take on it.
Thank you, Gerda. And Martin, we've had the chat room's view. What's your personal view
on this? Well, there's 3 out of the Nordics, whatever you want to call them, I'd say have got an equal chance, depending on who you go to. Norway have been winning all the fan votes, and that'd be my personal favourite, but I don't think it's going to win, although we haven't seen the staging for that. We have probably seen much the staging for Sweden, and I'd probably say that that's going to be there or thereabouts. I think Iceland could be, depending on how it all goes, if they get through the semi-final into the final and how much PR they get, it could build and build for them, but I don't know how that's going to go. At the moment, I'd probably be saying Sweden, but I could possibly see Iceland getting to be the winner just purely on a PR wave pushing them through, like we've had in other years where, you know, somebody's picked up, you know, one of the acts, and because it's just so totally different and all the mainstream, you know, press people just go with that one and just show that one up on the Saturday morning, and everyone goes, wow, that's one I'm going to vote for.
So I think, in summary, then the panel are saying that it's a two-way dance between Sweden and Iceland.
And Norway.
Yeah, I know I discounted Norway.
Because you don't like it either. I don't.
No, it's not. I don't like it. I just think based on based on the results we've had so far. I mean, I suppose you can't discount Norway, but based on the results we've had so far last week and so far what you guys are saying, I think it looks to me like it's Iceland, Sweden are going to finish the highest within the Nordic region.